Masiko, a very good morning to you. Well, Free State now has a confirmed COVID-19 case. What's the situation like on the ground? What are the provincial health authorities saying and doing?
Well, you know, Braden, this morning, actually, the Minister, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, even traveling to the Free State because, you know, that first case in the Free State was confirmed to be a parent of a pupil in, you know, a primary school. And as you know, Braden, on Wednesday, schools were closed as per the instructions by the President on Sunday when he spoke to the nation. So they had to call all those parents from that primary school in the Free State in Bloemfontein to ask them to come to the school with their children so that they can all be tested and screened for COVID-19. So that's what the Minister did this morning. He went to go check how the screening at that school is going. Of course, it's about 600 pupils that are affected at the moment in the Free State, you know, when we look at that one case that's been confirmed. So they had to test 600 pupils in between grade 1 and grade 3, and as you know, Braden, you know, they've been saying since the time the virus even arrived in South Africa that the people who are more in danger are those who have you know, weaker immune systems. So we're talking young children as well as you know, the elderly. So it was a concern, and I think that's why the Minister decided that he needed to be here himself. So at the moment, we're waiting at the MEC's offices here in Bloemfontein. We've been taken into, for instance, we've been taken to, okay, we're just showing you a little bit. I think this is the spokesperson for the MEC quickly. Let's just ask him, Ntate, are they on their way, yes, the MEC and the Minister?
Yes, they are on their way now. It's the Minister, the Honourable Zweli Mkhize, the Premier of the Free State, the MEC for Police, Roads and Transport, the MEC for Health, and the MEC for Education in the province. So it's a formidable team. They are here. They've been up to various engagements. They've been to the school already, Brandwag, where screening was being done. They've been to the legislature, where they were briefing different political parties. They came here to brief the private healthcare funders and other stakeholders. Now they will be coming to brief the media.
How long is the screening going to take of the 600 pupils in primary school that started?
Well, it's intended to take place today and complete today. Yes.
Of course, there must be a little bit of concern from the MEC after the confirmation of that one case, and obviously the pupils being in contact with one of the pupils whose parent tested positive.
Yes, this is declared a disaster, by the way, by the President. Now, we are not taking anything lying. We are making sure that we close all the gaps. We trace all the contacts to make sure that we arrest the spread of this virus. It should not be more than what it is.
Thank you so much, sir. Braden, as you can see, here is the Minister. He's on his way. He's going to obviously not only be giving us an update about the Free State alone, but obviously about you know, what's happening around the country. As you saw yesterday, Braden, it was very concerning to see, not even just yesterday, to tell you the truth, Braden, these past 3 weeks have been difficult for a lot of South Africans, where we would be told that we have one case, in 2 days it's 3, in 5 days it's suddenly 5, then suddenly it's 150. So we're expecting also, as you can see, the Premier of the Free State, Ntombela, is also here. So this is really being taken seriously. And as you can imagine, Braden, as you said earlier, with the Minister also telling the nation yesterday that about 60 to 70% of us will be affected by this virus, whether by contracting it or not. You know, it's, you know, that doesn't really help the message to calm South Africans down. But I think, you know, for the Minister, it's to make sure, I think that what government wants to do now is to make sure that South Africa at least doesn't record any deaths.
Masiko, I think we're going to have to let you go inside that media briefing room so you can set up, and we'll touch base with you. I'm not sure whether or not we will take that briefing live in the Free State, but you will keep on tracking that story for us. Thank you very much, Masiko Ratlaga. We're getting a sense now of what's happening in the Free State.